Okay, go. Vid Central. What's up, guys? It's your boy Vid Central, back with another amazing mukbang. And today, guys, I am super excited once again to have an incredible guest right next to me, guys. This guy is not only just a barber, he is in fact a celebrity barber. He has cut hair for footballers, rappers, YouTubers, you name it, guys. This guy is en route to becoming an absolute superstar, and the reason why I've got him here today is because not only is he an absolutely amazing person, but I'm actually intrigued as to how someone can go from just being a normal barber to becoming a celebrity barber. Does that make sense? Guys, without further ado, I'm going to present to you the BAITEST barber in BRUM, King Fades.
Yo, what are you saying?
I'm good, thanks, man. How you doing, brother?
I've been alright, just chilling, man, just chilling.
Chilling, you excited to eat, yeah?
This
Okay.
food just looks so
Looks
good
pang,
right now.
innit? Just to let you know, guys, we've got Archie's in Birmingham with a new branch. We've got the Good Burger, two patties. We've got the Chili Cheetos Burger, which is like chicken burger with Cheetos in there. Which one is that? Sorry, this one here, yeah? We've got the Nashville Burger, which is quite hot. We've got the barbecue jerk wings. We've got the chili cheese tots. We've got the chili con carne kind of tots. Sorry, yeah, these are the mac and cheese bites. We've got the cheesy fries. We've got the halal bacon and cheesy fries. And we've got the peri-peri chicken tenders. I'm excited. Let's do this. Let's have a bite.
I'm happy that you had me down, man. It's a big opportunity for me, man. I want to say thank you for bringing me down as well, man.
No, appreciate it. Thank you for coming, man. Let's have a bite and then we'll begin. Oh, different line on him. That chicken, bro. It's cheeseburger, fiber. I love my smash burgers, man. By the way, we've also got the $1 million milkshake, which is like Ferrero Rocher, strawberries, and so many different things. I can't remember, but yeah, $1 million milkshake. So yeah, man, King. Explain to me how it all began. How did your journey to becoming to the high-profile barber begin? Did you always want to be a barber when you were a kid, for example, or?
Yeah. So basically, I started off at the age of 13. That's when I first started cutting hair. One of my uncles that I was family member, obviously. He was a barber as well, so he had a shop in Great Bar side. So I don't know if you know Great Bar. We had a shop there, so I started off going there after school, just trimming, just doing little packs in here and there. Obviously, I weren't that good, but yeah, I was just learning from there, and then over time, it's just like the passion, the love for barbering just became bigger and bigger and bigger. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's when it started off. Really, I just literally. My mum was like, you got something good here, just keep doing it. At first I was like, I enjoy it, but I don't want to do it. But I just kept going, just put my mind to it. And yeah, here we are now.
So you were 13 at the time?
Yeah.
And what I'm curious about is that, obviously it's not usual for a 13-year-old to go to a barber and just start cutting hair. Yeah. So was your relative taking you there with them to cut hair, or was it that you said you wanted to go and come and see what they're doing? Or?
The thing was the case where I was always at the barber shop, even after school. The shop.
Why?
It was on the way home, so obviously my family passed through. It was a safe environment. Obviously, sometimes like my mum was not home, I'd go there, chill for a bit, wait for her to get my mum home. And I find it interesting how they used to cut hair. Like the energy was there.
Okay.
So I enjoyed the vibe being in the barber shop. And the barber shop's like second home to us boys when we were younger. Like everyone's there, we all talk, and we all grow up in the barber shop. You know what I'm saying? So I enjoyed the vibe being there, and it just kind of clicked on from there.
So that is so good, bro. But you know, in terms of being at the barbers, you used to go there and chill with your mates and stuff, yeah? Yeah. So then what was happening? What got you into start trying to cut hair though? Were you just looking one day and were like, oh, let me have a go? Or?
You know what? Yeah, I would say a bit like that, a bit of both as well, like watching videos as well. I always found barbering videos interesting. You know, you see the videos and you see the transformations. I always found it interesting. I always wanted to know, you know what? Could I do that? I want to know if I could do that. And then I told my mum, I wanna try cut hair. She laughed at me. She thought I was taking the piss. But yeah, I tried it. I got younger siblings as well, so she let me practice on them a little bit. And I was like, you know what? I feel like I could definitely do this. And I went to my uncle's shop, and he was like, yeah, you know what? That's what you can do. I'm gonna teach you a few things. And since then, he's always said, you know what? You've got potential to do this. You got from such a young age. You cut them very quickly.
Okay.
You got the barber eye, because a lot of barbers you need to have the eye for attention to detail. And he told me you got the eye for detail. You got very sees good potential in what you can do. And I feel like if you keep doing what you're doing, then yeah, you'll succeed far in life. And then I took those words in very deep consideration. I was like, you know what, let me actually take this seriously and actually do it. And yeah. That's how it started. That was when in school times when I was like 13, 14.
Really?
So, yeah, that's when I first started. So my first year there, he was like, you know what, you're doing very well. And he was very impressed. In fact, he was shocked, to be honest. He was shocked at how far I came in 1 year, especially at such a young age, you know what I'm saying? So,
That's very interesting, man, because a lot of kids nowadays, they don't really go into passions like that. So for you to be passionate and him to see that, that's amazing, because he actually saw that you had something in you. And I'd say that if I saw any kid at the age of 13 trying to cut hair, I'd be like, yo, this kid probably can be a good barber, because to me, most kids aren't really into that. Does that make sense? You just see him get a haircut and that's it. So, who were you cutting hair with, like, of your mates, was it, or just random people?
mates, friends, family. To start off with, it was like just close mates, friends, family, school. Even some of my school teachers, like when they were coming out, like, oh, you work here, and I
Really?
yeah, and then I'll cut their hair. They let me cut their hair, and they were happy when they kept coming back. And kind of from them turning to regular clients. So I managed to have a little small customer base at the age, like a little small customer base.
Your teachers were your clients?
Yeah, I had teachers
In
that
school?
in school, man, in school. So I had a couple of teachers that came around, maybe like 2 or 3 clients, teachers that were cutting hair, and you know what? It was fun to see, because you get to know them outside of school as well. And not only your teachers, but the actual regular people, and a lot of people don't realize. Teachers have lives as well, so it's the fact that you can actually bond with the teachers as well. It's nice, and so it's a good connection to have for real.
It's very interesting you say that, because I've always said this, yeah? You know, when I went to uni, for example, I don't know if you know, I studied law at uni, right?
Yeah.
And even in college, I was very good friends with my teachers.
Yeah.
And I used to speak to them about their lives as a whole. So I used to speak to them about what they do on the weekend, how their families, how many kids they got, etc. And most people don't realize this. They're actually normal people. They just look at them as teachers, not realizing they're actually normal people. And when you get on the level with them, they kind of respect you more and you respect them more. Does that make sense? Like, it's mad, but you actually cutting hair for your teachers, which is mad, right? You know what I was going to say to you? Look, you know me personally, okay? When I go to a barber and there's a new barber there, I don't trust him. So I'll be there and I'll be like, yo, do you know what I mean? Like, everyone's always waiting for someone else to go to them to wait to see.
Yeah.
So, did you go through that process?
Yeah, I did, definitely 100%.
Okay.
You know what it is? I get it where they come from, because you know, it's when you have someone that knows how to cut your hair, and you like, especially if you've never seen someone in your life, you're like, oh my god, I've never seen how it's cut. And because being young as well, people are like, but he's only just a kid. Yeah, I'm not gonna let him cut my hair, you know what I'm saying? And it's the thing was like, it was challenging at first, but I love challenging. I like being underrated. I like being underestimated, overlooked. People look at me like, he's just a kid, man. He ain't gonna be able to cut my hair, man. I want where's the more experience barber? They look at me, I'm like, you know what, cool. They'll be waiting for their barber. I'll get a client that actually let me cut their hair, so someone actually know, you know what, let me see what you can do. And they'll be like, wow. I've seen it. I'm in the trim cutting their hair. I'm seeing in the corner of my eye looking like, wow, he's actually good. And I'm like, yeah, you had your chance. Gone now. You can get in your barber, and then the next time they come, you know what? And they'll be like, oh, is anyone free? I'm free. Yeah, I'll jump in your chair. I'll send you trim. You was good. And that's how 9 times out of 10 that's how it goes. Especially when I was young, that's how it went. And then over time I kept taking pictures. And then when the new clients came in, they said, oh, they go for the same thing. Oh, I ain't letting them cut my hair. I showed them the pictures of what I've done. Oh, raw. And they'll jump in straight away. So I have to wait for them to come back. I just showed them what I've done. And then, yeah, they'll be like, yeah, definitely coming back.
That's one thing good about you, because you weren't shy to do that, if that makes sense. Like, some people try to be a bit shy, like, oh, he didn't want to come to me, cool. But I've never seen a barber do that.
Really?
Yeah, to go to someone and say, oh, here, I know you don't want to come to me, but just check out this, I cut this. And could that make sense? If I went to a barber and I didn't want to go to a barber and then he showed me some photos of the work that he's done.
Because you basically more at ease, like,
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, maybe, you know what, I've seen his work. I know we can cut, because having a portfolio, it means everything.
You're right.
If you got a portfolio, you can like you can cut that waiting time or building trust by so much time, because
Right.
you just got a picture of what you can do. Imagine like you have to wait for them to see what you can do before they get in the chair. But if you have a picture, this is what I've done. Oh yeah, cool, yeah, I found. Yeah, I'll trust you. I'll jump in your chair right now. And that's how it goes. That's the easiest way to build up something in a quick time. You get me?
I think that's true in any niche or area. Where, like, for example, like me, okay, I host events, for example. Even when I do these mukbangs, sometimes I'll message people, like, even when I met you, I initially, when my initial reaction was, yo, let me show him that I've interviewed other people as well. So you can see that I do interview other people.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Lil Man, obviously you got his here as well, right? Yeah. Okay, so I mentioned about that. But he actually said that he was a little bit skeptical before I interviewed him, but because he noticed I did one of his mates, Frogs.
Yeah.
You know Frogs, the YouTuber?
Yeah.
Because he saw a video of me and him, he goes, yo, I realized, my man does actually do it like that. So, you know, you've experienced that as well, right? What would you say in terms of building your brand? What did you do then? So going from this barber who people have started to come to, how did it start to progress then? Like, were you becoming like a little name in the area, or what was happening?
Yeah, I think it started, it came to do that because now, like, yo, there's a young barber in the shop. He's young, he's good. People are like, wow, I've never had that in my life. And it's like, over time, in the area, it became like everyone's coming to me now, like, yeah, I want to book fades, like, where's fades, man? Oh, he's at school, man. He'll be back down after school. Yeah, man, tell him that I want to book appointment at 6 o'clock. So I'm there at school in the morning, evenings, doing trims, and it's like becoming a little name. And then over time, I had one of my first fake clients, one of my first rapper clients. I seen him in a dessert shop. I was like, you know what? I've seen it before. I'm working. I got a food slot now. If you wanna come for a trim, come for a trim. I gave him a trim. He loved the trim.
Who was that?
One of the rappers called Tiny.
Really?
Yeah, he's a rapper. He does like a lot of rap.
Okay.
Yeah, he's quite big as well, big in BRUM as well. And he was like, you know what? This trim's hard. I might make him a new barber.
You approached him?
Yeah, I approached him because obviously if you don't get it.
Yeah, I rate that, right?
Sometimes it's one of the things in life you gotta go get it, you know what I'm saying? No one ain't gonna spoon feed you, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, asking him, you know what? If it says no, it says no. If it says yes, it says yes. Like, you only live once. And I asked him, he said, yeah, I trimmed them. Obviously, when you're having a client, you got to talk to them, you got to make them feel comfortable. And we became friends with that. And then I trimmed them multiple times. Over time, he's like, you know what? Kind of like, you're one of the biggest barbers in BRUM. And then he gave me the title, BRUM's Biggest Barber.
He gave you the title?
That's how the title came out. I was like, you know what, I like that, you know. Stuck with it. And then I created the name King Fades. At the time, it was just Fades trims. But now I told me, you know what? Let me just give something else spicy, King Fades, King of Fades, you know what I'm saying? BRUM's Biggest Barber. And that's how the name started. And it just sold from there. One shout out became the next shout out. Everyone's finding about me. The whole of BRUM was like, wow, this King Fades guy. My customer base is going up. And that's how it really started off, to be honest, yeah.
Amazing, man. So what started to happen from there? Like, I'm actually curious about this. So you started building your brand. You've done this rapper now. He's realized you're good. Did he shout you out or anything?
Yeah,
or
he did. Yeah.
On Instagram, was it? Or?
Instagram, yeah.
Okay, so how old are you at the time?
I think at the time then I was probably about 16.
So he's 19 now.
Yeah.
He's only 19 now, just to let you know, guys, yeah? And he's killing the game. How mad's that, right? And I'm going to speak about that because a lot of youngsters out there, obviously, they choose wrong paths.
Yeah.
But I'll come on to that in a bit. But what I want to ask you is, in terms of now, the progression from him to the rest of them, like you end up getting people like Castillo now, you've got Lil Man, who's got like over 1 million followers on TikTok, for example. You've got loads of other YouTubers and stuff. How did these connections start to evolve?
Literally, shout outs, literally. So I trim Castillo. Castillo put me in his story.
How did you meet Castillo?
I met him in town actually.
Really?
I seen him in town. He was going to the gym.
Okay.
And then I said to him, I must have tried to call him, but he couldn't hear me because he had his AirPods in. So I messaged him on the gram. I didn't think he was gonna reply, but he actually replied. He said, you know what? Yeah, I'll come check you out. But I told him to message me when he wants to trim. But he just showed up. He booked an appointment. He booked like how everyone else booked, which I respected most. And he came in. I was like, right. He even shot me. I didn't expect him to turn up. And then and then ever since then he liked the trim. He's always come back. Every other week he'll always come back.
Amazing, man. And he's actually a very humble guy. Actually hosted an event, like a rap little event for him.
Yeah.
And he went there when it got big. And basically, when I met him the first time, I didn't know how he was gonna be. Some people have egos.
Yeah.
He was so humble, bro, and down to earth. That he was like speaking to me on a level, and I was like, yo, hold up, this guy's amazing, man. I've seen him online. And he even followed me back on Instagram as well, so I rated him for that, you know what I mean? So what started happening, you started building your brand, getting more clientele, etc. And so you work under this Smokies brand right now, yeah? How did you get, because Smokies is a massive brand.
Yeah.
Obviously they're in London, for example, a lot of the footballers and stuff like that go to them. How did you end up getting under this umbrella brand?
When we was in the process of developing the Birmingham brand, because we've already just opened in September.
Okay.
So when we was in developing, one of their barbers from London reached out to me, he's like, yo, King Phase, we're opening a new shop in BRUM. We need a head barber. I was like, at first I was a bit, because I liked where I worked before, so I was a bit skeptical. So it did take me a couple months to get around and then make the big move. But yeah, so it asked me, we need someone that knows the shop, knows how the shop runs, to kind of manage the shop. Because obviously they're going to be in London, they can't be in BRUM, so they need someone that knows what they're doing, that's got a high enough private profile, that can bring attraction to the shop, to hype it up. And that's what I did. That's what I came to do. Literally, I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm on it. New plans, new things, trying new things. You know what I'm saying? Let me try it, see how it goes. And then I haven't looked back since. Literally, we opened the day. Opened it was big. We had people from Love Island come down.
Who?
What? No, I can't even watch the name. I don't know the names.
Yeah, cool.
But
I met a guy called Christopher Taylor.
Yeah.
In with that Theo Johnson, because in T1 Official.
Yeah.
I met him on a movie shoot, innit?
Oh, so
with that movie that.
He's the one with the curly hair.
He's got a blonde hair with his glasses. He does like pranks and that now. The social experiments.
Yeah.
But you might know him, might not. But basically, I didn't know he was in Love Island. I don't really watch Love Island myself, bro.
Same.
So yeah, I don't really watch it, but.
It's just nice that them day came down and opened it was massive, man. It was all in the newspaper, everything, and ever since then, like, that's even took like another boost to my profile as well. People like, what, King Face, Primark, Smoky Barbers, everyone was going crazy, man. So yeah.
That's something we got to mention as well, guys. So basically, Smokies is situated in the back of Primark, innit? Yeah. On the bottom floor, right? So there's a barbers in the back, and it's Smoky's Barbers, and he is like the main barber there, which is amazing, really, because you've killed it, you know what I'm saying? So you've done football as well, haven't you? I saw on your page say you did a footballer for Southampton or something. Yeah, so I don't watch football, by the way, yeah? I don't actually watch football, but I saw that with the football, and I was like, yo, that's sick, man.
I've done like Villa players, I've done
really?
Players. I've done quite a few players.
So how did you get your first footballer, or how did you get into the football scene?
One of my customers lives with a footballer. Lives with his cousin. His cousin's a footballer.
Really?
He plays for Villa. So
what's his name?
I don't watch football. His name's Courtney House.
Okay.
So he plays for Villa. He's one of the centre backs.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he was like, we're going out. My cousin needs a trim. So he was like, come down. So I went all the way to the other side of BRUM, went to his mansion, trimmed him, got my couple videos, and then people went crazy on TikTok over that as well. So that was a good shout. But over time, obviously, because ballers are friends with other ballers.
Yeah.
So when they need a trim, who's that barber that did the trim the other day when that trim was cold? Oh yeah, King Face did it. Oh yeah, what's his Instagram? Let me see it. Message me. Oh, I need a trim today, ASAP. I've got a shoot today. Cool. What I'll do. Sometimes if I'm at work, I got one of my customers. It's like a movie coming. I got a shooter. I gotta go to one of the footballers' houses. And yeah, man, that's once like opportunity. Go do it. Get my promo. It's literally promo, like pictures, post, reshare, new customers. That's how it is. You get a big client, they shout you out. Their customers come to you, know what I'm saying? And that's the easiest way to grow. That's how I grew my profile by just getting people to share my posts, share my content, and getting out there. That's the best way.
Is it like it's networking basically, isn't it?
Yeah, networking.
Indirect networking, because all you're doing is you're getting a shout out, and bam, there people are seeing it, etc. And that's amazing, man. Like, how does it feel though? Like when you started meeting all these people, like that you were probably looking up to, or you were inspired by, like meeting a footballer, for example. You watch football, yeah. So when you're meeting a footballer, you're like, yo, how was you gassed, like, yo, I'm going to football. I went into the mansion, for example. How was that feeling?
On the way there, you always have what if you didn't like the trim. Like, all mixed emotions. Like maybe what if because I'm so nervous, what if I mess up? But then you gotta realize, you know what? People are people. We all eat, breathe, drink the same air. You know what I'm saying? So even if he's a footballer, no matter how much money you make, he's still a person. So I had to just calm down, take a breather, and like, you know what? Let me just be myself and just hope for the best. Like you have to risk it for a biscuit. You know what I'm saying? So. And that's how it goes, and then I vibe with them, talk to them, get to know them for them. I don't mention when I'm talking to footballers or big people. I don't mention anything about their career. I don't want it to feel like I'm just talking to them because of who they are. I want to get to know them as a person, like how you get to know me as a person. You talk to them on a one-to-one, like, you know what? How is your life? How are you doing? Like, how are you as a person? Yeah. So that's how it goes most of the time. So, and then they're like, you know what? This guy genuinely doesn't care about that I'm a footballer. He cares about because of who I am. And that's how it's best way you build a connection. Because your customer's not just a customer, it's a friend. It's someone that you can talk to. They're welcome to talk to you about their problem, give them advice. You know what I'm saying? saying? And that's what a barber's about. A barber's not going to discuss your hair. It's your life, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can, I'm guarantee if you go to your barber, you can talk to your barber, today's been a bad day, man, I haven't been happy, so much happened. You know, the barber will come for you like, yeah, man, it's going to do it right, man, don't worry, keep your head up. That's what barber's here for, to be your friend, you know what I'm saying?
Not every barber does that though.
Not every.
Sometimes you go to a barber, bro, and there's no conversation, you try to conversate with him, and he's dead, bro, and it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like friendship is key, but like your barber can be a really good friend of yours, you know what I'm saying? Because you see him on a weekly basis, you see him, etc. And you're having a chat, you might have a few problems, you might be excited about something. For example, if I tell you, bro, I'm going to go do this or I did this, I want you to be gassed for me.
Yeah,
if you're there like, yeah, I'm like, in your head. Because you know when you get people like that in life, like, no matter if it's a barber or it's your friend, your barber is your friend in that sense, but if they're not happy for you, and then you're like, where the fuck am I even?
Yeah.
Sorry for my French, yeah, but you know, why am I even with this, coming to this guy
He's
for?
not supporting my thing, yeah. That's why you gotta keep your friends close and your enemies closer, you know what I'm saying?
You're right, man. And what advice would you have for, like, you know, okay, you're 19 years old, right? So obviously you spoke about you were 13, you got involved into the barber kind of industry, hairdressing industry, and you built that brand. But what would you say in terms of keeping you out of the kind of like ghetto mindset, or because we're both, I'm Pakistani, are you Jamaican? Or?
Jamaican and Zim, yeah.
Okay, Jamaican and Zim, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, amazing, man. Yes, Zimbabwe. Oh, cool. I've got friends from Zimbabwe as well, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's amazing, man. So basically, coming from a BME background, yeah? Obviously, black and minority ethnic, for you guys who don't know, but basically, for you to come from that background and not get sucked in to the gang life or the roadman thing, or you know, trying to do things the wrong way, especially in the rap kind of environment that's going on right now, where people are talking about shooting people and selling drugs and etc. What kept you so stuck on this like tunnel vision that I'm going to be a baited barber in Birmingham or in the world, right, and build something sustainable and legit?
I feel like what is growing up, like, you know, I grew up in the ghetto area, I came from Luton, so I've seen all that, lost a lot of people, I've seen people get stabbed, like, and I always knew it wasn't a life that I wanted to live from a young age, because we're coming through an area where we haven't had money, we haven't had a lot of nice things, a lot of nice privileges. I always told myself, I never want to I never want to be in that situation, and being me, obviously with disability as well, it's a lot harder for me to get out there, so it's always given me the motivation to, you know what, get whatever you want. You get me? Because I got to show I got to prove a lot of people wrong. Even being a barber, young barber as well, especially having to get people to trust me to cut their hair. But even being a barber with a disability, a lot of people look at that and the first question be like, how can a disabled person cut my hair? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like I have a lot of pressure on me to prove people wrong, which is what I love. So like I was saying, I like being underestimated, I like being the underlooked person, because when I prove people wrong, people are speechless, people like, raw, like, this guy's 19, he's got disability, he don't care what people think, like, and he's doing this thing, he's doing a lot better than most people his age, and that's what I like people looking at me like, wow, it's almost like a standing ovation, and I like that feeling because it shows like, you know, you looked at me, you gave me, you thought something, and I proved that something wrong, you know what I'm saying?
Amazing, man. And sometimes you need that. Like some people say, oh, you don't want to do things that people go wrong. But I think sometimes bro, like I use that in my life. People who said to me that you can never do this and you can't do that. I like proving them wrong because it motivates me, right? That you've laughed at me, you thought I can't do this, and now when you're able to, if it's such an achievement in itself that it's like, yo, they said I will never go to do it, but I did it. But I didn't want to touch on the disability. Yeah. But because you mentioned it now, super quick, I just wanted you to tell us a little bit about like what your disability is, so the people out there who might be suffering from that disability or other disabilities can might be able to relate to it, and also the people who aren't with any disabilities can be grateful and understand that even though you got a disability, you're still smashing it, right? And there's people out there who have no disability and they're depressed for stupid reasons and they don't want to do things in life because of that. So yeah, I know it's a bit long-winded, but yeah.
Yeah, it's calm. Basically, I was born with a disability called cerebral palsy, which affects like your nervous system. So some people you can get in like half your body, so you can either get it straight down the middle so it affects it on your right side or your left side. But I got it in a place where it's like only from the waist below, so it's just what it does, it affects the nervous system, the signals that go from your brain to your legs. So say that if you normally walk, you move your finger, the signals are quick. With cerebral palsy, what it does, it has like a split delay. So it maybe like when I walk, it has like a split delay, which allows me to walk straight as a normal person would. but it doesn't affect anywhere else in the body. Like everything else works fine, like the brain works fine, everything else works fine. It doesn't really have any. Sometimes it can be a lot worse. Like a lot of people sometimes have it worse than others. Me, I've probably got like a minor case of it, so it's not really that affecting my life at all whatsoever. But growing up, I've always been a confident person. I've always, at times, it has been hard at some times, but I've always been told, like, I told myself, like, you know what, it's life, it is what it is. I can't do anything to change it. It's cry about it, ain't gonna make it nothing better. So I always tell myself, you know what, like, through my legs, but fuck it, like, it is what it is. Like, live, go get up and go get your bread. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no point being a baby about it. Just do what you gotta do. If people laugh, okay, cool, they laugh, but you're doing your thing, I'm doing my thing, you're never gonna see them again. So that's how I looked at things, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta be confident in life. Confidence can get you so far in life as well, being a confident guy. Like, you're confident, you can talk to people, meet new people. There's no point, imagine I'm sitting there all shy, I'm a barber, I'm sitting in the corner, I want clients, but I'm not talking to them, I'm not gonna get them, I wouldn't be here where I am now. I'm able to go to meet new people, regardless of what's going on with my life. Like, yeah, I'm King Phase, yeah, if you want to return me, shout me, here's my contact number, here's my card, you shout me, there you go, that's a customer there. He's going to bring probably about 5-6 people if this one's good. That's like money in my pocket. Imagine if I didn't have the confidence. I couldn't do that. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's just more about being confident. It's a hard thing to get, but sometimes you just gotta look at it and be like, you know what? There's a lot of people that probably have it worse than me. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have disability than be homeless and broke. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I always look at things. Be grateful for what you have, because you never know, something could be a lot worse than you in the future. So always be grateful for what you got. You know, even though it might be a pain in the ass, but just be grateful that you still got a house to live in, you still got food to eat, people that love and care about you. Even if it's like 3 or 4 people that love and care about you, as long as you got people that are there that you can talk to when you need. That's what you need in life, man. Like, yeah, for real.
Nah, wow, that was amazing, man, bro. Like, you've literally just given. I wasn't even gonna ask you for motivation, but you just gave it there, bro. And that was amazing. And you know, especially for you to come from the situation that you're in, as you say, you overlook the disability and don't see it as an issue. And you know, as you said, like, you've got to always be grateful and look at those who have less than you, and always see yourself in a position where you could be worse off. I respect that about you, man. Like, so we ain't got long left, but what are your plans for the future right now, man?
My plans for the future, well, I'm looking to go to Wireless and do some trims for the celebrities there, Wireless. So I'm hoping to go to the BRUM.
I just bought my tickets for Wireless. You're like, yeah, that's nice,
I hope to see you there, man. But yeah, I'm looking to hopefully get some of the American clients as well.
Yeah, that'd be sick, man.
So, yeah, that's one of my big plans, and obviously I got a couple of things on the way, man. But you'll see soon, don't worry. But yeah. So,
that is massive, bro. Plans, You're gonna go to the BRUM Wireless, yeah?
BRUM and London. So
BRUM and London.
I'm gonna go BRUM on the Friday.
Yeah.
And Saturday Sunday I'm gonna be in Finsbury Park.
I never got the. I'm not going to the Friday one. I'm going to the Saturday and Sunday. Because the only rappers I knew in the Friday one was Dave and Unknown T. Yeah. And I haven't really heard Unknown T music. I've seen him on social media. Yeah. Only Dave. Then I thought, there's no point in going to Friday. And obviously I'm Muslim, so Friday is like a prayer day, innit? Yeah. So I didn't want to be in a festival on the Friday, so I was like, let me go on Saturday and Sunday. But yeah, man, bro, that's amazing, man. Like, I can only imagine how big it's going to get from there, man. Yeah. And I like the fact that you're such a networker. You are someone who really persevered, and I didn't know this banger is gonna be so lit. Honestly, bro, I'm not even just saying that. Like, you know, the fact that you've mentioned a lot about hardship and your story is inspiration itself so far, bro. I literally starting off at 13, now only 19 guys, and he's doing better. You said you're doing better than people your age, doing better than 50-year-olds maybe, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So, you know, is there any certain super quick one quote that you'd give out that resonates with you?
You know what? Let me even show you this.
Yeah.
This is my wallpaper every day that I look at. So this says, let them sleep while you grind, let them party while you work. The difference will show.
Can we show them that? Can you just zoom in a bit?
So I don't know if you can see that there.
So let them sleep while you grind. Let them party while you work. The difference will show. Amazing, you know. The 1% club, and that's what they say. 1%. People who don't party, you don't need to party. You don't need
party when you're rich, man.
Yeah, man, exactly, bro. And you know what? I respect that about you, man. You're such a wise guy. And you know, anything final you want to mention?
You know what? Just all the people out there watching this, I hope you can take some notes from this, because literally, if you ever want something in life, go get it. Don't listen to what no one says. People telling you, oh no, I don't think you'll be good at that. If you feel like you can do it, do it. Because that's the best thing I ever did. Some people told me, oh, don't do it, Bob, you don't do it. Look at me now, I'm 19, I'm doing what I need to do, and I still got many years ahead of me to better what I've done now. So if you got any grinds, any ambitions, go for it. Your life, live your life how you want to live. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it.
Amazing, man. Guys, I'm sure you'll agree. This guy absolutely smashed it today. Make sure you like the video as well. Guys, make sure you like the video, comment on the video, share the video. Also, before I go, make sure you check him on Instagram as well, guys. KVNG.FADEZ, yeah? I'll make sure that, yeah? So, King Face, basically. If you find it difficult to find him, just go through my list and see who I'm following and you'll find him. Guys, make sure you like the video, comment on the video, share the video. You know what I'm going to end it with? Naveed Central. Peace and love. Naveed Central.